What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with the update of Nihat, the prophecy, who is back, training in his own gym, back in the UK. So that's the style of Nihat, and he always trains that way, very hard and very heavy. And the man doesn't even think about deloading and other modern terms that all these people throw around these days. And to be perfectly honest, if we talk about individual body parts, Nathan probably has some of the best shoulders and chest right now in the men's open. And this was evident when he competed against Barros Tabani, especially in Italy last year. Now Barros Tabani had more of a V-taper to his physique and more eye-pleasing physique. But Nathan's hardness and fullness in that first show of the season, that was just off the charts. And if only they could somehow maintain that same level of fullness, while at the same time bring down the size of his waistline, just like they did for Portugal Pro, when Nathan was able to beat a veteran like William Bonac. So if he can bring that level of hardness and fullness with the new size, that would be an insane package this time. So in just a few months, we're gonna have this rematch between Nathan and Barros Tabani, because both these guys have already confirmed their attendance at this year's Dubai Pro. And we have to keep in mind a massive prize money of $140,000 that is on the line for the winner of that show. So Nathan in his off-season, he looked exceptional this time, over 300 pounds, and he maintained a very decent off-season body composition at such a heavy body weight, which by the way is the biggest change we have seen in Nathan's mindset, that his approach towards the off-season, that has also changed ever since he started working with Stefan as his coach. And let me tell you guys something, before Martin and all these guys who started working with Stefan, it was Nihat who hired him in the first place. And both these guys have delivered some great performances together. Guys, Hosstile just dropped some new merchandise, and Miss Olympia Signature Series, that is also live. And all the supplements, they are also tagged in this video. So use the code Fazi10 to get 10% extra discount. There just cannot be a more fearless guy than the Persian wolf, Hadi Choopan, when it comes to training hard and heavy and going balls to the walls every single time he's in the gym. And some people would say that's a bit dangerous in the gym, especially for a guy who is an Olympia title contender. So those right there are 5 plates on the squats, and that too in the front squats, and those are not on Smith machine. So there is no reason to doubt that Hadi Choopan has some unbelievable strength, and there is nothing surprising about all of his lifts right now, as the man is well in his off-season right now, and the man was pushing some crazy amount of weights in the gym when he was very close to the Olympia last year. Those were some scary amount of weights, and Hani Wembot, his former coach, he has said this publicly many times, that he had to deliberately restrain Hadi Choopan from lifting extremely heavy when these guys were really close to the show, and that was to avoid any injury, because Hadi Choopan doesn't know when to lift his foot off the gas. He always trains super hard in the gym, no matter the time of the year. So Derek had a disappointing Miss Olympia last year, and he came back, and he just shocked the entire bodybuilding world by beating the winning Miss Olympia, Samson Dauda, at this year's Ronald. So what does the Persian wolf, Hadi Choopan, has in store for his fans, or for the world of bodybuilding in 2025? Because he was clearly the favorite going into the Olympia last year, especially after the way he won the Arnold 2024 last year. And even Samson Dauda said that Hadi was the biggest competition in his mind going into that show. So when Hadi decided to skip the Arnold this year, that dedication alone, that goes to show us that he wants nothing more than to win back his Olympia title. Now one thing is certain, Hadi Choopan is gonna be the most fresh and sharp athlete at the Olympia this year, especially in that top 6, since all these other guys like Samson Dauda and Derek, they dieted for most part of the year, and Derek is still dieting all the way till this year's Pittsburgh Pro. So do let me know what you guys think. Can Hadi Choopan win back his Olympia title? Next up, we have an update from Michael Krizo. So the legs are looking absolutely huge and insane right now. So Krizo is a very dangerous bodybuilder in most of the shows that he enters. So has Derek kind of spoiled Krizo's plan by deciding to do this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro? Well, in a way, yes. Because before Derek's announcement, both Nick and Martin, they weren't confirmed for the New York Pro. And Martin will still pass it, as he has already qualified for the Olympia this year But in the most probable scenario, where Derek wins the Pittsburgh Pro, Nick Walker is 100% going for the New York Pro as well. And we just cannot see even a 100% on Michael Krizo beating a guy like Nick Walker. So Michael has to call his shots accordingly. Now I am very eager to see what George Farrar can do with Michael Krizo and his physique. Other than Spain Pro last year, Michael Krizo has always been bang on target. But there is always another level that can be achieved. And that is true for all of these guys. We all saw he was more ripped for the Olympia 2023 when he placed 7th. But in Prague, in that post-Olympia tour, he had the freak factor and also the wow factor. And considering the fact that Krizo isn't the most aesthetic guy on the stage in the men's open, his stage presentation, that also isn't the best. He needs more size, more mass, more width, especially from the back, and all that freak factor, that can be his calling card. So California Pro or the Legion Sports, they are gonna be great shows for Michael Krizo to qualify for the Olympia this year. So Nihat Kaya's physique update, that is being appreciated not only by his coach Patrick Tour, but by the champ, Keon Pearson himself. And interestingly, both these genetic phenomena, they are being coached by the same guy. So this is the year when you guys are gonna hear Nihat's name on the Olympia stage for sure. Now Nihat Kaya still doesn't even come close to the level of width that the reigning champion Keon Pearson has. But if you just leave the champ out, I have to say everyone else in that 212 class, they are in trouble with Nihat Kaya, as this young guy is coming for him all. So last year Nihat was able to give Angel Calderon a serious run for his money, and that was just his pro debut in Dubai. He did just one show last year, and he went back to the drawing board, and every single physique update that he has posted in these past few months, they tell the same story, that Nihat has gotten a lot bigger, but he has maintained a great X-frame, a great V-taper, and keep in mind, he is 14 pounds above that 212 weight cutoff right now, and he has roughly 12 more weeks to go till this year's Dubai Pro, if that is the show he is going for. So this time he's gonna look totally insane when he is 100% on the stage. And the most incredible part is that his bodybuilding journey, that has just started, and the man is already so damn complete, just at the age of 22. I don't think there is anybody else out there, just 22 years old, who look even remotely like him, even if we look back in the recent past. So Nihat's arrival at the Olympia, that will certainly make the 212 more exciting. Next up, we have an update from Ron Gordon. What an accurate definition of what a real leg stay look like. Unpopular opinion is that the imbalance between his upper and lower body, that isn't as pronounced as it was last year. Just look at this side tricep pose. He looks so damn good. Now Ron has some of the best arms in the current bodybuilding right now in the men's open. He has a superhero-like frame, especially when he opens up, and he presents his amazing width. So Ronald was in the best condition of his life, even last year, at the same show, Detroit Pro. And with the added size, if he can bring that same look to this upcoming Detroit Pro, he will be more complete on the stage, and he's gonna be so much more dangerous. Now Ron is a very gifted athlete in terms of his overall structure, but I don't think he's gonna hold his own very well in Detroit Pro, which is turning out to be a very high caliber show. He's without any shadow of a doubt the tallest guy in the lineup. But the fact is he's up against some veterans, some very heavily muscular guys, very thickly built guys, like William Bonac. But if he continues at this pace, with that rate of progression that he showed in the past 1 year, I believe he's gonna be one of the most unique looking athlete in another 3 to 4 years. Now it is William Bonac's show to lose. Now Ron will be very happy if he can replicate his last year's performance at the same show, which was top 3. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.